I sat next to one of my clients while she went back and forth between tabs, searching for a business coach in New York. She had been at it for hours, reading blog posts, checking the bios of the coaches, comparing prices, and still couldn't find one that matches her checklist. Based in New York, focused on business and holistic approach, and under $500 per hour. Had I known what she was doing, I would have stepped in much earlier. I pulled out my phone and typed in every single query in ChatGPT. Are there any business coaches with a holistic approach in New York that offer online coaching sessions and under $500 per hour? Instantly, it narrowed things down to one or two options. One query, one clean answer, no detective work. Now, here's why this matters to us in SEO. My client represents the majority of searchers today. They still search the old way, using short traditional keywords like business coach in New York. But AI search changes everything. People can now ask full conversational questions with all their intent packed into one query. This is where keyword research evolves. Instead of just thinking in terms of short tail and long tail keywords, we need to think about natural language queries, search intent layers, and the way AI parses context. If you are already considering this shift, you are early. AI search only powers a tiny fraction of the market right now. Full adoption will only come when everyday users, people like my client, naturally start searching this way. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to approach keyword research in the AI search era you have probably never heard before. Now, unlike traditional keyword research tools, where they provide you with a search volume on the exact keyword, there is no tool out there that can provide you with the same data for conversational queries. ChatGPT, Perplexity, and other AI platforms do not share what people are searching for on their platform. So even if there is a tool that provides you with search volume data for conversational queries, they are probably not accurate, not even close. I'll give you a way to somewhat predict the search volume of a conversational query. It will make total sense after watching this video. Let's start with the first step. Identify conversational and situational queries. Now, in traditional keyword research, the first step is to brainstorm keyword ideas that your potential customers may be searching for. Now, some marketing teams will develop marketing avatars, which is a fictional representation of their ideal customer, to brainstorm keywords from the point of view of the avatar. But in the AI search era, we can do things a little differently. We are looking for conversational and situational queries rather than long tail keywords. For example, you're in the business of selling dog food. Some dog owners are very sensitive about the health of their dog, and they may be searching for dog food that is suitable for their dog's symptoms. So the common denomination is the different types of dog symptoms. Let's go to this example. So in ChatGPT, you ask the following question: what are the common dog symptoms? And then you'll get a list of common dog symptoms. Follow up with this following prompt: provide me with conversational and situational queries associated with dog food, which is the product you are selling, and the listed symptoms that dog owners would likely search for on LLMs. Now you will see the situational and conversational queries as well as grouped by the system category. The key is to find a common denominator that triggers people and associate the product you're selling with a common denominator, and you'll get a list of conversational queries people are likely to search for. But the problem is the common denominator may not always be apparent, and you might get stuck at some point. With the help of AI and carefully crafted prompts, this prompt is best suited for use with ChatGPT. Use the following prompt in ChatGPT. I'm promoting dog food. Number 1. Identify the common denominator that connects customers' problems, situations, or needs back to this product. Then number 2.
Break the denominator into logical subcategories like digestive, skin, mobility for dogs. And number three, provide conversational and situational queries that real people would ask online, grouped under the subcategory that naturally point toward my product as the solution. So you'll get your common denominator now, your subcategories, and your conversational and situational queries. So the script will be in the description below as well.
Try this prompt yourself and let us know how it works for your situation. You can find a prompt in the description. Don't let this prompt be the all and end all. Experiment new prompts yourself to find highly relevant conversational queries to your brand or business. Now, looking for conversational queries is just the first step and it doesn't get you anywhere. So let's talk about the next step. Look for traditional keywords through conversational queries. The reason why we are looking for traditional keywords through the conversational queries we have gathered is because large language models do not rely solely on data that they are trained on. They search for web pages that are related to the query they are asked, and more pages on a website are optimized for traditional keywords, so large language models will likely look for multiple keywords that are related to the layered search intent. For example, in my client's case, the conversational query will likely prompt LLMs to search for web pages that target their traditional keywords. So, as search marketers, we need to create content that targets these traditional keywords so that LLMs will look at them when those conversational queries are being asked. Instead of guessing the traditional keywords or having the AI platforms tell us what they are, we should search for conversational queries. The best platform to figure this out, the traditional keywords, is Perplexity. Let's search for a conversational query.
So in Perplexity, for example, let's ask the following question. I want to stop eating out so much, but I don't have time to cook. What should I do? Gives you the answer. Then click on sources. You will see all the websites that has been cited and look at the titles. So for example here, 60 healthy meal prep ideas. So you can see this as a keyword or a key phrase. And go to steps. Then these are the ones that actually use to search for. So use these three and use some other titles. Create the keywords and create a sheet in 4 columns: conversational queries, search volume, keywords, and search volume. So under the keywords, you paste all your keywords and that will relate to this conversational query, which is the question that you've asked in Perplexity.
Now, you might have questions like, why would I need to create content around these traditional keywords? People never really look at those on citations when they are on the AI search platforms, then get the answers and then just move on. That's a fair point. But the goal here isn't to rank on Google or other search engines or citations. The real goal is to associate your brand with your customers' problems so that when they search for buyer intent queries, your product, service, or brand will be mentioned. The key is the more you appear across those traditional keywords that genuinely help your customers, be it in written content, video content, or whatever, the more likely your brand will be mentioned in AI answers. So while the path to visibility is changing, the foundation still comes down to creating helpful keyword focused content that connects directly with your customers' needs. Now let's talk about logically determine the search volume. As we have mentioned earlier, there are no tools on the market that can accurately predict the search volume of a conversational query. And I don't claim this method is accurate as well, but it makes sense.
Okay, so we go back to our Excel spreadsheet or Google Sheet and we go to keywords. We copy the keywords. We go to Keyword Planner, choose Get Search Volume and Forecasts, enter those keywords and click on Get Started. Now we'll see the average monthly sales. Take these and copy it next to the one that it connects with. Now we can see that there are different keywords. So if we look at meal prep, you can see meal prep is over there. Meal prep is here, here, and here. So what we want to do is we want to add all of those up that fits together, meaning the intent. So when we add all of those together, you get to a search volume of 10K to 101K. For the query, I want to stop eating out so much, but I don't have time to cook. What should I do? So let's do another example. Let's go back to our dogs and we say, what food supports senior dogs who are stiff in the morning? We get our keywords, we copy it, go to keyword planner, hit search volume forecast, get started, take these average monthly search volumes, add them to the relevant keyword or keyword phrase. Then we can see, for example, here arthritis, 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 arthritis. So what we can do is we can now add these because it has one intent. Add these together and then we get to about 21K to 210K, which is the search volume for the specific query. Now, just as I mentioned before, with AI SEO, you look at the volume, you start with the biggest volume first, where with traditional SEO, we would always go for the least or the minimum amount of searches.
What I've shown you in step 1 is just one of the methods. And once you have done step 2 and 3, you can now pick the group of traditional keywords with your most search volume to target first. Scrape the traditional research mindset where we will target the least competitive keywords first because the rules have changed. You want to target keywords that matter to your customers regardless of how competitive the traditional keywords are. Anyway, what do you think of the method of keyword research in the AI search era? Does it make sense to you? Is it practical enough? Do you have any ideas? Let me know in the comments below.